Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. There are so many health consequences to obesity, things like diabetes and high blood pressure and heart disease and cancer, but one that's not often thought about is dementia, Alzheimer's. And there was a report in WebMD and also in Reuters on May 2nd of 2011 that says carrying around extra pounds during middle age was associated with a higher risk of dementia later in life. The findings published in the journal Neurology suggest that control of body fat as early as middle life is important to prevent dementia later in life. Close to 1 in 3 of the participants in the study were overweight or obese in middle age, and those that were had about an 80% higher chance of getting any kind of dementia than people of normal weight. 80% higher risk. The more participants weighed in midlife, the higher their chance of getting dementia or questionable dementia, meaning they had signs of thinking and reasoning problems but not enough to be diagnosed with dementia. Extra weight has been shown to increase a person's risk for diabetes and heart and blood vessel diseases, and those conditions are related to a higher dementia risk. However, the link between weight and dementia remained even after the researchers took other diseases into account. The findings are the latest evidence that preventing Alzheimer's disease and dementia starts long before their signs and symptoms typically show up. People need to understand that what they do today could have an effect on them 30 or 40 years from now. When it comes to maintaining a healthy weight, what's good for the heart is good for the brain. And we also know that when it comes to eating carbohydrates, because all these high fat, low carb diets, the Atkins and things like that, one of the things that was a result of that was people started having memory problems. Carbohydrates are food for the brain. They also help you lose weight. And when you eat a plant-based diet, that's going to help you lose weight. It's a healthy way of eating, and it'll help you to maintain your ideal weight throughout your life. So here's one more reason, dementia, Alzheimer's, to lose weight. But I've talked before about how health really isn't a motivator. That all the studies show that when people do something, make a behavioral change for health, rarely are they successful. In fact, about 90% fail when they lose weight or stop smoking for their health. It's just not a good enough reason. But where people really need to focus is on what are they going to do with good health. If you're in your senior years and you have a sharp mind and you're alert and you know people around you and you can think and reason, just imagine the increased quality of life that you would have and what it would be like to be with your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren and know their names and know what's going on in their lives, rather than having dementia and not being able to be involved in their lives mentally and emotionally. Or imagine being free of cancer and heart disease and diabetes and having a body that stands upright and is able to walk and move, and being in your 80s, 90s, 100s and out moving. I recently read about a woman that retired at the age of 100 from a job in a state legislature, and she often walked several blocks to work every day. And she's 100 years old, and I think she was an assistant sergeant at arms in a state legislature out east, maybe, I don't know if it was Pennsylvania or where it was. But here was this woman, 100 years old, still going to work, still living her life, still physically capable and active and out moving about. And to me, that's what it's really all about, is having that desire, that motivation to live life, every moment of it, to the fullest. And that involves having a healthy mind and a healthy body. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.